Jane Regan.
Yeah.
Kim Ives.
Yeah.
Haiti, leave it. Okay. Haiti.
Haiti
Okay.
Liberté.
Let's do Haiti.
To
Okay.
Haiti.
And welcome back. This is Rosa Clemente, and we're here at the National Conference on Media Reform in Boston, Massachusetts. This is Free Speech TV. We're streaming live on freespeech.org, and no conference or conversation is ever complete without talking about the first Black republic in the Western Hemisphere, and that's Haiti. And, standing next to me is Kim Ives, well-known, so respected. I mean, I don't even think Kim knows the level within the hip-hop political community, that you've given us so much information, and the work that you've done is incredible. And we have Jane Regan here from the organization again.
Well, the name is Haiti Grassroots Watch, and but I feel a little bad that I'm speaking in the name of the first Black Republic, and I'm obviously not very black.
Oh, that's okay.
But
Apparently, neither am I sometimes,
live
but
there.
it's all good.
I live and work down there. I've lived and worked down there for most of the last 20 years with community radio journalists.
No, I think for people that particularly do work around Haiti, it's a love. It's a love of the resistance of that country and those people. So, Kim, let us know right now what is happening in Haiti since Aristide has returned.
Well, Haiti now is experiencing really Duvalurist restoration, I'm afraid to say. We're really returning to 1986 when the Duvalurists were in control and the Lavalas was in the resistance. After 20 years of power, more or less, the Lavalas came to power in 1990. But there were two coups in 94 and one in 2001. Which basically drove the movement's symbolic leader, Jean-Bertrand Aristide, into exile. And even though he's returned at a point when Michel Martelly, a compas musician who really has Duvalurist inspiration, is taking the reins of power in conjunction with U.S. interests behind him. So we're looking to a period which is going to be very difficult, a lot of struggle.
As it regards the recent election, what was the number of Haitians that did not participate? I heard it was almost 3/4 of the country did not participate, either because they couldn't, because the conditions are still, dire there, or just are not going to partake in that, maybe what they think is a farce at this point.
Right. Well, no, there was a boycott. There was an organized grassroots boycott of the election, which resulted in the 75% abstention rate from that election. So the mainstream press says he won with 67% of the vote. Well, that was 67% of 23%, which means about 16% of the vote. So it's hardly a large mandate. And I think that is what needs to be emphasized. Yeah.
And Jane, you've been on the ground. What is the kind of everyday life situation looking like for Haiti and the people?
Well, I think politically, I would echo what Kim said. Everyone's very nervous because Martelly has said he wants the army to return. People in the media, both mainstream and alternative, are nervous about the little freedom of the press that we have. And then if you add on top of that the fact that we basically have an army, an occupation army, the UN is there. I think there are 300 Marines that landed last week, supposedly because of hurricanes, but we haven't seen any hurricanes. And then we've got this massive humanitarian presence with billions of dollars, and yet 1 million people are still living under pieces of plastic. So it's a very complicated situation. I would ask free speech viewers, if they want to know more, to read Haiti Liberté, to go on the website of Haiti Grassroots Watch, and if they've given money away to charities or Red Cross.
The American Red Cross stop now?
Anybody. Well, yeah, stop for now and do some research. Find out, what have they done? Ask your local Red Cross chapter. Well, if I gave $10, where did it go? If it's the United Way, if it's USAID, your tax dollars are going to fund a whole bunch of stuff in Haiti, which isn't necessarily good for the Haitian people. So I'd say if you're a U.S. citizen or a U.S. resident and you want to know, there's ways to find out and there's ways to help.
Well, Jane Regan and Kim Ives, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us and give us an update, a really on-the-ground update of what's happening in Haiti. This is Free Speech TV. I'm Rosa Clemente. We'll be right back.